I am in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. How do I know that? Because it is written in enormous letters on this levee just here. And this levee is on the Mississippi River, the most important river in America. Not just because of the amount of water that it moves, but because of the amount of cargo. Look at all these barges just here that are waiting to have whatever they're carrying moved to the container ports and to the factories that line this river for miles and miles and miles and miles. But here is a problem, and something you might not know. The Mississippi River doesn't want to be here anymore. You see, about a century ago, in the age of steamboats, there was a bend in the river, about 80 miles away from here, called Turnbull's Bend. And that took you 20 miles out of your way. And of course, we're humans, we don't stand for that. So a canal was built to cut that bend out the way. Now that caused a problem. That's a difficult word to say. Water modelling wasn't really a science back then. It was more a case of just try it and see what works. So that new canal, combined with the removal of a logjam on the Atchafalaya River, meant that the Mississippi wanted to move. It had found a much faster, steeper and quicker route to the sea. So gravity took it that way. Suddenly the Mississippi didn't want to go this way, it wanted to go down the course of the Atchafalaya River, a completely different route to the ocean. And that is a big problem because here we have all these factories, all these container docks built and relying on this river. The Mississippi moving would be a multi-billion-dollar, possibly even $1 trillion disaster for America. And so, 80 miles upstream from here, where once there was Turnbull's Bend, is now the Old River Control Structure. Built by the US Army Corps of Engineers, who are the, frankly, amazing group who handle enormous public works and dams in America. The Old River Control Structure means that the Atchafalaya River is dammed, is stopped, and 70% of the flow coming into it still moves down the Mississippi. It is a battleground, if you like, between humans trying to keep our world working and nature, which very much wants to go its own way. So there you go, something you might not know. The Mississippi River really doesn't want to be here anymore.